Hi everyone, I'm Matt from Love Loaf Bakery in Leek and I'm here to show you how to make delicious pizza at home. If you're here, it probably means that you've purchased some of our pizza dough. Thank you for doing that, it supports a small local business. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in Leek and I'm going to show you how to turn this pizza dough into delicious pizza. It's fun, it's easy, and we're making this using my cousin's own pizza oven, but if you don't have one of these, any type of pizza oven will do outdoors. Alternatively, the same principles could be then transferred to making pizza at home in the kitchen. Stay tuned. Okay, when you purchase the dough from us, it'll come in a 1 kilo bag of dough. What you want to do is take that dough and divide it into 4 equal pieces of around 250 grams per piece. You can change that if you want to and have smaller pizzas for, say, children, and large pizzas for people that just love pizza. But today we're going to use the 250 gram pieces. That's enough to make around 12-inch size pizza, which is enough for me. On the day you buy your pizza, try and get the shaping done as soon as you can, and ideally leave that dough in the fridge covered overnight. And then I'm taking this dough out of the fridge about 2 hours before I want to actually start using it. Okay, so we're ready to start the shaping process. Our dough's been out of the fridge for around 2 hours time. That means the dough is lovely and elastic, it's ready to be shaped into a pizza. Just next to me I've got my tub of dusting flour ready. This is a 50-50 blend of coarse ground semolina and white flour. We're going to be using that to help us shape the dough. So let's bring it in for a closer look. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is to take some of that dusting flour, sprinkle it over the top of the dough. And what I want to make sure is that the dough is coated on both sides. This is going to ensure that the dough doesn't stick to the table. I'm going to use my fingertips now. I'm going to start to press the dough down nice and evenly. This is a nice gentle process. I don't want to be pushing my fingers too hard. I want to make sure that the dough is nice and even all the way around. Just check it's not stuck to the surface of the table. Okay, I think that's as far as I want to go on that part of it. So what I want to do now is pick the dough up. I'm going to start just stretching the dough bit by bit using my fingers. I'm just feeling for areas that may feel a little thicker than others and just gently stretching them out. As you can see, the dough is becoming more and more elongated as I do this. I'm also being careful not to do too much to the centre of the dough. This is all working around the outside of the dough, and the reason being is that I don't want the dough to get weak in the centre. Just by going around the outside, we'll ensure that dough remains nice and strong. If the dough is trying to fight you, it's trying to spring back and it's not getting into the shape that you want, it's likely that the dough hasn't quite been out of the fridge for as long as it needs. If that's the case, at this point now, stop what you're doing and just give the dough 5 minutes to relax further. This dough doesn't need that, so I'm going to carry on. I'm going to keep on teasing that dough out. I'm going to aim for around a 12-inch pizza. So right now, I'm using one hand on there. I'm going to pull each side of it out. This side's a little weaker than the rest, so I'm not going to do too much of that bit. Just keep going all the way around the dough. If you want your dough to be thin and crispy, pick your dough off the counter, place it on top of both knuckles like so, and it's all in the legs of this, so you want to almost do a swap, and then as you come up, twist the dough in your hands like so, and you can elongate the dough even further and get a really, really thin, crispy base. Okay, our dough is finished shaping. We don't want to hang around here, folks. So, as soon as you shaped it on the counter, go in with some toppings. I'm going to go in with some homemade tomato sauce. If you do want the recipe for this, it's just in the description below. This has been slow cooking for a couple of hours to reduce the moisture content. Sometimes if the moisture content is a little high, the pizza can become a little watery. So I always think with pizzas, less is more. One thing I've learned the hard way. Being at school, there's too many toppings on top of the pizza can lead to the toppings not cooking correctly. You end up with a bit of a stew. So we go on a little bit of fresh mozzarella. I'll put some pepperoni on if you didn't. I forgot to say that a moment ago. Just a few basil leaves. I'm just going to tear them just so it releases some of the aroma. Working fairly quickly here. Your dough will start to dry out if it's left too long out in the open. I'm going to finish the pizza. Generous amount of Parmesan cheese. Absolutely love this stuff, so I'm fairly generous with it. Okay, that pizza's ready to go. Now, loading onto the peel, I like to hold one of the sides up and then get it straight under. What I want to make sure is when it's on the peel that you can shake it so it moves around on the pizza peel. Okay, and we go to the oven. Find where you want to load the pizza dough and then gentle shakes bringing backwards. Now my Gosney pizza oven is currently sat at around 450 degrees centigrade. This pizza is not going to take long to cook. I've got my pizza turner ready. As it's cooking, I'm watching for the left hand side of the pizza and it's just starting to go golden brown. That's been what, about 10-15 seconds. I'm just going to use my pizza turner just to turn the pizza around a quarter turn. Okay, and again, turning the pizza around just another quarter turn. Pizza just up slightly so that some of the mozzarella can catch, just to finish it off. Okay, and that's it, guys. Okay, here it is, folks, the finished pizza. I'm going to tuck straight in. What we're looking for on each piece is that pizza dough is really opened up. It's lovely and airy inside. I can't wait to get stuck in. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video and you picked up some useful tips. If you do have a go at using our pizza dough at home and want to share any pictures with us, please feel free to do so using our Facebook or Instagram. But for right now, see you next time. I'm going to enjoy this pizza with my family. Goodbye.